Hi guys, happy new year. We are officially in 2025. I hope you are all doing so well. I hope you had a lovely Christmas break and I hope you had a lovely new year. This is my very first video that I'm filming of the year, so it's quite exciting. We did do something quite similar to this video last year, which was just a nice little check-in with you guys, see how you guys are, and then just to offer you guys some tips and some tools on how I was structuring my new year and how I felt that they could also help structure yours if you haven't yet already done so. Last year in my previous video I touched on that I was given an affirmations calendar for the year, and I love that calendar. That calendar literally stayed super strong with me throughout the whole of 2024. Each and every single month I felt like the different affirmations that were on the calendar were just like really nice little reminders. Like essentially I put it on the side of my wardrobe so that every time I entered my room I could always just be reminded of that nice little affirmation, that I was seeing it constantly, and I really felt like it did a real service to me because it was just like a nice little reminder daily, but then also each month the message and the affirmation changed. And this year I decided to take it upon myself to create my own calendar in my own imagery that I liked, mixed with my own affirmations that I wanted to use. I have a Canva account and you can essentially create everything and anything on Canva. I went to my Pinterest account, got so many different pins. They're all kind of categorized into things like affirmations, travel locations, different kind of color organizations. Like I've literally kind of been Pinteresting for years now. I've literally created it with so many different boards and I literally love it. So that was the first step that I went when I decided that I was going to make my affirmation calendar myself. It's kind of a combination of having your own visual mood board and then you've got the affirmation go alongside each month, so it just worked out really, really well. It's like no rhythm or rhyme to how I was structuring it. When it came to the imagery, it was more so me finding images that I felt like I had a bit of a draw to, and then when it came to the affirmations, they were the exact same. You can just lay it out yours however you want. If you want to put more than one picture on there, you can. And then February and romance, I'm just a giant bouquet. It's luckiest girl in the world, and for me this all helps with like manifestation as well, and just having positive affirmations alongside. Some of them I did kind of tally up to the month. So for example, when it got to like the summary month, I put down like dream location. So in May we've got like this nice beach resort, and then I just got it's already mine. So again, love the idea of having an affirmation calendar. Love the idea even more so of creating your own one. Such a lot of fun putting together like your own kind of visions for like each month, and then finding your own affirmations that you kind of want to like see more visually every day. The other thing that I want to talk to you guys about in this video, bingo board. So the bingo board I've been seeing this year a lot. Well, I saw it last year a lot, but in preparation for this year. And the bingo board again is something that I created via Canva. This video isn't sponsored by them in any way, shape or form. It kind of should be though, because everything that I'm discussing is very much Canva related, but it isn't sponsored by them at all. It's just a really good tool that I use to create things, whether it's invitations, calendars, bingo boards, like whatever it might be. I literally utilize it a lot, and I'm sure a lot of you do too. But if you haven't, then Canva essentially is a really easy platform to kind of create a lot of visuals. You can create presentations on there. You can basically like do whatever, and they have so many different templates, so many different layouts that you can all utilize. Some more complex than others in terms of like the detailing behind it, but generally it's very easy to use. It's very user friendly, and then obviously if you have got a membership with them, a pro membership, then you can unlock features that you might not be able to get in the basic version. But when it comes to creating a bingo board, you can essentially do this even if you haven't got a pro account. What you'll need to do is type in bingo board, and you can select which type of template that you want. It's up to you how many squares you want to have, but I think most people are doing 25 boxes because that essentially is 25 goals that you'll then implement within it. At the moment I've got 2 pages printed off, so I have my page for when they're X'd out, and then I have my page for my actual goals as well. The way in which I broke up my goals were in 7 different categories: health and wellness, financial, fun and recreational, career/work, travel, self-care, and then relationship. So in categorizing your goals into those 7 different sections, it's really easy for you to then identify things you want to focus on. So for me, I found it quite useful because then I knew that I could make sure that I was covering all areas. I think when it comes to the bingo board, because it is stretched across the year and it's not like monthly goals, not weekly goals, you do want to be to some degree quite specific, because then it's easier to track and then therefore it's easier to tick off. So if you've got things like go to the gym 3 times a week on your bingo board, it's going to really be hard to like track that, because you might have weeks where you don't go 3 times a week. So then it's like, do you tick it off or do you not? Like, how do you know when you achieve that, and when do you feel like it's the right time to tick that off to achieve it? So you could always say for the next 30 days I'll go to the gym 3 times a week, and then you know once you've reached that time frame and you've achieved that goal, you can then tick it off your bingo board. So you should probably have in the little small print of your bingo board what it will be that you will treat yourself with once you do actually hit bingo. Again, this is going to go up on my wall alongside my affirmations calendar, because I do tend to find that whenever I put down my goals into my little notepad on my phone, or I write them in my diary, I'm not seeing them. It's not something that I tend to be making sure that I'm like got in the forefront of my mind, but if it's somewhere in a visual place in my room, I'm going to make sure that every time I'm walking past it, that's something that I'm still achieving, or oh yeah, I've achieved it, let me tick it off. Another thing that obviously you guys know that I do from my last video is my Dear Future Me. I'm actually super excited to see what my Dear Future Me is going to hold from last year in this year, because I actually really cannot remember anything that I wrote down. That will be coming around the middle of January, because I feel like that's kind of around the time frame in which I've done it. I will link this video with my other video so you guys can go check that out, because there again are some useful tools in there. If you aren't really into setting goals because you just don't want to set the goals, you just feel like every time that you do them, it just feels a little bit annoying. Something that I came across on Pinterest, things I did, and it's something that you can just kind of have on your phone and tick it off as you go, or you can print it out. It's up to you how you want to like utilize it, but I think it's a really handy tool to use and have just to remind yourself of things that you achieve, because I think sometimes we always think that when it comes to goals they've got to be
big. I want something that says I'm here. Beyonce.
When actually we can just have our small little goals and our small little achievements, and they're still very big, and they've got things on there such as travel to a new place, went on a solo trip, tried something new, went to a museum, watched the sunset, watched the sunrise. Super excited for the year 2025. I feel like this year has got like a good energy about it, hoping it's going to be a good year. Like I said in the last video, we make and create our happiness and our fun. It's not always about big massive goals, it's not even about small goals, it's just about basically living and making sure that we're happy, and that also that we're kind to each other, because we just never know what people are going through. I want to wish every single one of you a very happy new year. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. We have so much more content planned out for across this year, and yes, I look forward to seeing you guys in my next video. Bye.